he's fast. Oh, zoom, zoom. He went like, psh, and we were like, oh. He left us in the dust, man. Like, he was a rocket ship. So, once upon a day, we woke up, like, drowsy as ever, because, Mr. Dump Pump. But anyway, and so we wake up, and we hear these people screaming in the lobby, just full out waking everybody up when they're groggy, which, if there's the most indecent thing you could do on the Camino, that is it. Yell in the morning. You don't do that ever.
Going up that hill today on our bikes. I think we'll be pushing our bikes all the way to the top. As we're pushing our bikes up, and one of the women from the Mexican group was encouraging me, and I was encouraging her, you know, keep going up this awful hill. Her husband came down after riding his bike all the way up and rode her bike up and came back down and rode her friend's bike up too. So he rode that up that hill 3 times. Needless to say, I was very impressed, because even just walking that, pushing the bike was like nearly impossible, but we made it. Yay! We thought it was going to be a lot easier once we got to the top, because, you know, push the bike up, it's flat on top, and then you just coast down the backside, but it was an 18% grade down the back. And then once we got down the back side of it, there was mud. Ridiculous. This is what we're going through. This is my bike, and I've already peeled some stuff off. Here's my feet. It's hard enough for walkers. It's impossible for bikers. Here are my hands from getting mud off. If it's been raining, don't run a bike. To spend a lot of time picking the mud off the bikes just to try to get them to move forward. Couldn't even push them because they were so clogged up. The Mexicans at the end, the Mexican group, were cleaning their bikes, and we just sat there and watched. I honestly think we were a little bit too traumatized from the experiences of the day to even think about washing our own bikes. It reminds me of the Queen song. Mud on your face, big disgrace, waving your banner all over the place.
And then later on, we're riding our bikes, and John is ahead because he's fast. Zoom. Zoom, zoom. I'm riding as normal, you know, taking my time, being completely relaxed. And these people, the same people from the lobby, are holding their hiking sticks sideways. And we're on bikes. We can't go as slow as walkers, because if we do, we'll fall over. So the problem is that when I'm riding along, they're walking side by side, holding their trekking poles sideways, taking up the entire 3-person wide freaking road. I'm like, excuse me, can you move? They do nothing. Nada, zilch. Nothing. And I fall over. I fall over into a puddle. And they turn around. Don't say, sorry, are you okay? See this child on the Camino fall over? Nope. They just say, watch out for pilgrims, and keep walking. Just Why? Why is that the only thing you do? You are a fully adult man. These people are the worst. Don't be these people.
So we set a destination. There were 2 towns that were like 6 miles apart from each other, or maybe it was 10, I can't remember. It was when we were on the bikes. And I like to consider myself an experienced biker or cyclist. I don't know what the word is. So, and I was a lot faster than them. I ended up waiting in this one town that was right before the final destination of the day for like an hour. And they still never caught up, so I just assumed that, they might have passed me by while I was waiting. So I decide to bike, further ahead, and I get to the town that's right before the town that we were intending on stopping at. But, and I waited there for a few minutes, I think, or I wandered around trying to find them. And then I went and biked ahead again, to the actual final destination, which was like this long, straight stretch of just dirt road.
Dina is like, where's John? And we were like, he's not there.
Who's Dina?
It's you.
Mom.
It's Mom. And Dina was like, where's John? And John was like, I'm way over here, from like 2 towns away. We're like, John's not here. He's in the next town. And Dina's like, whack. We're like, oh man, we want a room. We didn't get a room. That's not how albergues work. But we got a bed. A couple of beds.
This is our albergue for the night. Ministeria de Santa Clara.
Couple of beds. And then we were like, oh man, we want French fries. So we walked out of the albergue and we're like, where's the French fry? Oh, there's a bar there. And then we come across this candy store. And this candy store is pretty good. And they have some pretty good candies, guys. And so we're like, cash money. And she's like, not cash money, it's cash candy. Got 'em. Anyway, so we get some candy. This tape stuff is like candy tape. Yeah. It was like gummy. It was super good. Anyway, so
I find a place, and I stop in this cafe for a while, just trying to, contact Mom, see where she was, what was going on. And it turns out that she had stopped in the town before. They all had, because Adam was sick. It was raining as well. So yeah, that was pretty, that was a bit of a problem, and
he done got lost, son. Dad.
I had like 10 euro on me, so I went to the I think it was the municipal. No, it wasn't the municipal because they couldn't let me in. But I went to this albergue, and he told me that as long as I had the money, I could stay there. He didn't have to worry about the stamps or anything. He actually was willing to let me stay there for free, but I told him I had money, so he said, "Oh, €5 then."
And so we get some French fries. They're like crazy good French fries. Like, guys, these French fries were so good. And we had mayonnaise to dip them in, and it was a real party. We stopped at the church, and there were a couple of nuns singing, and we're like, oh, what are they doing? And turns out there was this huge line of pilgrims just in line to get a blessing from a priest. And we're like, yeah, sure, why not? So we walk up and we're like, oh man, a nice place. And he gives us a blessing. Well, he gives me a blessing.
Blessing pilgrims.
Do you want me to go get blessed?
Sure. Fun. Go hurry up there. I asked Jonathan how it was being on his own.
It was fine. It was just really quiet, I guess.
Was it scary?
Not really.
Did
There was
you-
a nice Frenchman who was, just talking to me. I told him how I got separated. He's like, "Oh, well, that stinks. It could be a good, lesson in independence or something like that." But yeah, he told me about how it was like his 7th Camino or something like that. It was like a lot.
Wow.
Um,
I'm jealous.
yeah, and by the time I was ready to eat dinner, the entire town was closed, except for like this like restaurant down the street. But it was like super expensive, so I was like, nah. But I had like half of a sandwich in my bag, so I just used that.
Because you only had €5 left, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. And were you glad to see us the next day?
yeah.